Hey guys, before we get into this, I want to let you know the gameplay in the background is some MW3 2023. I ran out of BO6 stuff recorded on my laptop, and I got a 51 kill, 52 kill game with the striker on Das House. It's not super impressive, but that's what I got for today. Hopefully y'all enjoy. Let's get into the actual video. Hey guys, welcome to a Black Ops 6 video beta news update thing. We're going to hop right into it, not waste a whole lot of time. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit a like and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 400 subs. Let's get into it. So Call of Duty released a blog post on the 24th of September detailing some things that they want to fix for Black Ops 6 for the launch on October 25th. So first thing that they did was they gave a huge shout out to everybody that participated in the beta and all of those who sent their feedback in. That plus some in-game data, they were able to identify a couple areas that they want to update before launch. So first off, maps. We're getting an additional 8 maps at launch on top of the 4 to 6 if you played the 2v2 maps, 2v2, 3v3 maps. 4 to 6, we're getting an additional 8 maps going into launch. The first one is Vault. This is kind of like a Vault Palace thing out in the desert. Protocol is an offshore training shipping ground looking type map. Then we have Lowtown, which is a dockside neighborhood with a boathouse. Red Card, which is a stadium. Then we have Vorkuta, which is really hard to pronounce, but it looks like a mining camp facility that has been turned into a war zone now. Subsonic, which is a bomber team training facility. Then we have Payback, which is very similar to like Grandma's House from MW3 or MW COD 4. It's in the Bulgarian mountains, rogue safe house under attack, and it's got a cliffside mansion. So it's kind of like Grandma's House map. I can't remember the name of it to save my life, or Estate from MW2. And then the last one is Warhead, which is positioned within a facsimile of a bombing site. It actually looks eerily similar to Nuketown. It's even got a yellow and a green house and a school bus. So I'm going to say it's Nuketown based off the images that I'm looking at. Maybe like the Nuketown Zombies map would be more specific. Spawns, this is what they put in verbatim. As a key companion to maps, we want to update you on the spawn system. One of the most important reasons we have a public beta is gathering spawn data from our players. Now that we have 2 weeks worth of player data, we've already made big strides in dialing in our spawn logic and identifying and resolving issues within the spawn system across the game, which is good because Babylon spawns in the beta were absolutely garbage. Now they do say that there was noticed improvements to spawn logic in weekend 2, but Babylon was still bad, so they're still making still gonna have to make strides on that one. The next category is performance. The beta was immensely helpful in identifying and resolving some performance-related issues. Over the course of the beta, they identified several areas that were impacting in-game performance, some areas where they've made progress on performance, including resolving general script errors, addressing issues related to in-game user interface, as well as overall improvements and fixes to the asset streaming. They then go on to say that smooth game performance is paramount to the player experience, and they want to chase down sources of in-game hitching and deploy major fixes since the close of the beta, and will continue working with experts to improve the overall performance for launch. Next, they did quite a bit to weapons. We're going to talk about headshot damage. They got to see all the weapons in action. A common piece of feedback that they saw was low headshot damage reduced the impact of skillful play and made it difficult to challenge certain power positions. We agree to these points and are working on adjustments to many weapons that reward players who land multiple headshots during an engagement. That said, they do not want to hit location multipliers to significantly affect the consistency of time to kill in BO6. So they're going to continue to monitor the effects of headshots during launch and beyond. So they're going to give you maybe slight rewards for getting more headshots, because if somebody was head glitching, the bullet to the head kind of felt like it was the same to the chest, and that was hard to deal with when somebody's sitting behind, a wall. Bullet penetration is another system that they're fixing for launch. In general, players should notice fewer extreme cases of bullets doing far too much damage through surfaces, which was a problem I had. I got shot through tons of walls in the beta. And then they also said that there were times where it just didn't penetrate. So they actually referenced the snipers on the radar dish on Scud as one of the issues. I never really saw an issue with that. I always got ripped through the dish, so I guess that's somebody else's problem, I guess. Then they talked about a couple things that they're going to improve as far as weapons as well. Improvements to fluidity of sniper ADS, fluidity when swapping weapons during sprint and tactical sprint, and reduction of weapon motion during crouch transitions, and a small lift to shotguns and targeted adjustments across weapons to keep SMGs from overperforming relative to other classes. Now, I didn't see this too much. I do know that the SMGs were definitely a little bit more powerful, but honestly, we had a good array of shotguns and assault rifles that I didn't really notice too much favoritism with the SMGs that I can look back on. Next, they're updating the movement to continue improving the animation fluidity in third-person animation with your slide, dive, jump, and supine prone. The goal is what you see in first person is representative of what other players see in third person to maintain immersion and predictability. Adjustments to slide for improved predictability and fluidity, including like the time it takes to get into prone after sliding, the minimum time to slide after sprinting to prevent accidental crouching when intending to slide, also known as dead slide. I saw that a lot. And slight reduction to maximum slide duration. They also updated the intelligent movement through a couple different ways, just mostly mantle assist and different additional settings that are going to fine tune your movement. Couple more things that they changed. The winner circle, they shortened the time. They reduced emote spam by reducing it to 1 emote, and then simplified the menu. Kill counter, they've added a kill counter to your HUD that will track your progress towards kills in 1 life medals, including those who are chasing coveted nuclear medals and nuke score streaks. That's actually super dope. And then they reduce the overall camera motion on sprint, tack sprint, and slide. With kill order, they increase kills' HVT score to 3, reduce the HVT survival score to 20, increase the score limit to 150, and HVT will no longer drop their pistol when they are eliminated. Improve notifications when players are selected as HVT. There were multiple times over the course of the beta that I had no clue I was the HVT. And then Sleeper Agent, they removed the time added when earning eliminations while Sleeper Agent is active. That thing sucked. I hated playing against it. Stim Shot has been changed from inventory based to cooldown based by default. Quartermaster will decrease cooldown time. Strategist resolved an issue with the combat axe will not deal lethal damage at round start. It wouldn't. They actually even go on to say it wouldn't be a Black Ops game if you can't hit cross map tomahawk kills. Perks, Assassin and Bruiser moved from 1 to 2, and Dexterity and Gung Ho moved from 2 to 1. They updated some of the RCXD controls, and that's pretty much the whole blog post. Kind of gone over. I think a lot of these changes, as I mentioned throughout the video, are going to be good for the game, and I'm actually very much looking forward to Black Ops 6 as far as the newest releases. I wasn't a fan of MW3 2023. I wasn't a fan of Cold War that much. Wasn't a fan of MW2. I wasn't a fan of MW 2019. I really haven't been into Call of Duty since like Black Ops 4. It's been kind of difficult to get back into it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.